gray day festive meal. Oh, this looks so good. Check that out. These just smell delicious. They're just cooked nicely brown. You want a delicious meal that you can have all the ingredients set aside for on a boat that you can pull out and have anytime? Tonight's the night for you. We've got Caribbean jerk pork tenderloin. Everything's jarred, canned, or frozen, so it's easy to store, but pulls out great flavors. So it's portable. If you don't have anything fresh on board, you can pull it out and wow yourself, your friends, with a great meal. Welcome to Echo Zulu Cruising. I'm Dave, and we're gonna have a great boat meal tonight. We're sitting in Titusville because of a storm. 20-mile-an-hour winds brought us in. We planned to be offshore for a while, but weren't able to do it. So we're in a marina tonight, cooking a meal, surrounded by wind, surrounded by boats, but we're gonna have a great meal. It's actually gonna be one of our rockier nights on board the boat, even though we're in a marina because of the winds. There's really 3 steps. We've got rice to make. We're gonna make the rice on board. Then with the pork tenderloin, we cut it in medallions rather than the full tenderloin because that way we can cook it on the grill. There's a rub that we're gonna put on that to cook it. And then there's a salsa that we're gonna put in a pan and cook that so that it's kind of a hot salsa that comes together, and we put it on top of that pork tenderloin on top of the yellow rice. So let's get started. We're gonna start with our dry rub first. Tablespoon of the spice. This is from my sister. It's one of my favorite spiceology. It's Black Magic seasoning. So 1 tablespoon of that. And then we just go a teaspoon of each of the other dried ingredients. 1 teaspoon of your thyme. 1 teaspoon of the crushed rosemary. 1 teaspoon of the dried oregano. We're gonna add some salt and pepper into this. We keep our spices in a container so that they can, 1, stay organized, and 2, stay fresher. We keep the little silicone packs in there to keep them from getting too moist. One of the things we do on board is we stow our cutting boards and our plates in just a file folder from an office supplies store. It keeps them all organized and allows us to stow them down below and keep them in one place. So we pull that out, take the pork tenderloin, we're going to cut them at an angle so we have some nice medallions. Get those sliced up. So we put this in the dry rub. We've got the pork dry rub cleaned up. We've got those dishes cleaned up, so move on to the next stage. Get the rice going, and then we'll mix the salsa into one pan and start sauteing up the pork tenderloin after the rice is underway. Pull out, open up the stove, and get to use probably one of our favorite pieces of kitchen gear. It's really favorite piece of gear on the boat because it stows so nicely. Is the Magma stainless steel cooking set. We like it because it stows away nicely, and it has everything we need on board. So saute pan. We're gonna cook the rice in the small pan, and then the salsa we're gonna prepare in the largest pan and mix that all together. For the rice, it's a 2-to-1 ratio. Yellow rice. We've got a measuring cup, juicer, all in one that we like. Again, multi-use in one place. It's really handy. It's convenient. It has measuring right on it, but it allows us to have as a juicer. We can make dressing in it. We always try and have these multiple use tools on board. So the Magma, it's nice because it's compact, and then something like this, which is a juicer measuring cup all in one, is also really helpful. For us to use our stove, we got to turn the propane on outside. We need to turn on the low pressure gas control system on the inside and then light the system. We always want to have open ventilation when we're cooking with propane. We have propane on our boat because we want to be able to cook off the dock without the generator on when we can. You can hear the wind. It's a really windy day out. It's about 20 miles an hour. It's just whistling through the rigging of the sailboats around. We're having a really tropical meal in a not so tropical day. For the salsa, we're gonna have garlic, we're gonna have frozen onions, we're gonna have a can of peaches. We have nachos jalapenos. We're not gonna use all of these. We have roasted red pepper. We are gonna slice all these up. And we have lime. So all of these are canned or frozen, so we're able to transport it. Gives a lot of flavor. If you have fresh peaches, if you have cilantro, if you have any fresh addings, condiments you want to use, fantastic. This is just showing how to do a meal if you don't have the option of having that on board. Today's question of the day: What's your favorite place you've had a boat meal? So anywhere in the world, let us know in the comments where you've had a great meal and what you had when you're out on the water having that. We love hearing other people's meals. So if you got ideas about a great meal that we could try on board, let us know. We love new recipes and hope you enjoy this one. We have one drawer on the Jeanneau NC 1095. It fits everything we need in it in terms of utensils, so they're all handy. It's a great cooking area, easy, accessible. Let that keep sauteing. We often do 2-pan meals. Today's gonna be a 3-pan meal. So we have the rice, we're gonna cook the tenderloin, and then we're gonna cook the salsa in a 3rd pan. So we get the rice going. Once the rice is done, we're gonna pull that off. We're gonna cook the tenderloin. The salsa is really just to get it heated up. We have some frozen things, different consistencies, so it all kind of helps bring that all together. Frozen chopped onions. If you had fresh red onions, you could use those. If we had fresh, this is again just intentionally trying to say what's the meal we could just have everything set aside from. We use a half a packet of the onions. As we're cooking, we clean, we put stuff away because we have limited dishes on board. We have limited space. We have a total of 4 bowls, so we use those for measuring, and then sometimes we'll use them for eating. Gonna add in the red onions, chopped up, get those cooking. Gonna add in the peaches, about half the sauce, not quite all of it. We have our nacho jalapenos, couldn't get any other kind. Use about half these. The nacho ones are not particularly hot. Oops. Be careful squeezing the lime juice. It comes out quickly when you do. I'll be cleaning the curtains after dinner. Trying to get this to a boil so it can cook down. The rice is just about done. On the 1095, we've got these Corian countertops, which is nice for cooking around. We're gonna get going on the pork. See the pork tenderloins nice and coated, really nicely coated in the dry rub. At home, I'll cook pork tenderloin in the oven, but on the boat, the Medallions allow you to cook them through. You don't have to have a thermometer on, so this is a really easy way to get that same tender pork tenderloin without an oven. Waiting for the pan to heat up on the tenderloin. Just had a first taste of the salsa as it's cooking. It's actually pretty spicy. I was wondering if I need to add cayenne or anything. I don't need to. With the canned jalapenos, there's a good spice to it. It's still also that good sweetness. So that sweet, spicy flavor that we're looking for is coming to fruition. Have a great festive meal on a gray day. I moved the handle from the one pan to the other on the magma because this thing's magical. Pork tenderloin, just spread around. That's 1 pound of pork tenderloin that we have in there. That dry rub sat there about 25 minutes. So it's just nice and coated, gets through the initial layer. Smells delicious. I'm really excited for this. That dry rub when it cooks just is really nice. As we're cooking, I'm just gonna be setting up everything that we've used, have it clean, try and keep everything going as we clean up the boat. A fantastic collapsible Tupperware. We love these because they just pack away and stow real easily, but we can store a lot on them. So the bowls that we used in cooking, now we cleaned them. They're going to be our serving dishes. So we reuse whatever we can on the boat. These just smell delicious. They're just cooked nicely, browned. We'll send a link to the kitchen gadgets that we have on board. We'll have that in the description. Take a look at them if you're interested in any of them. One of the things we need a new of is a new can opener. This is just too big. We didn't have a can opener on board the other night when we made dinner, and I had to use a hammer to open that up. So we just got this when we were in port. It's not optimal for on board, so we're gonna look for a small compact one. If anyone's got a suggestion on it, let us know. Boy, these are just gorgeous. This is just cooked so nicely. They're browned, they're looking great. And this salsa, look at that color. The salsa, look at that, looks so good. And the hot steaming yellow rice. It's gonna be a delicious meal. Got our file folder of plates and cutting boards. It fits underneath our microwave on the Jeanneau NC 1095, so it just goes right down below. Little Josh Cellars rosé. It's gonna go delicious with this. Got this scooped on. Oh, this looks so good. Check that out. That's gonna be so delicious. I can't wait to try it. Pork tenderloin with a peach jalapeno salsa. It's delicious. Look forward to you trying it. We're about to have it now. It looks so good. It's a ugly gray night. This is a bright, colorful meal that you can have all the ingredients on board to have at any time in a pinch. And it's not a bad pinch to have. It's a great meal. Thank you for joining us. Until next time, have fun, be safe, and be happy.